Hello, San Diego. Thanks for joining us here on CBS 8 Plus. I'm meteorologist Shawn Styles with a look at the weather. And I got to tell you, it has been as good as it gets as far as the weekend is concerned weather-wise. Definitely changes heading our way. To the north of us in the Sierra Nevada, they're talking about some big snowfall. Here in San Diego, some of that snow is going to come into our neck of the woods in the form of rain. Currently, though, look at how nice it is in the East County. This is at basically 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're still in the mid to upper 70s. Escondido at 80 degrees right now. The mountains, you're looking at 72 in Julian, a little bit cooler at Mount Laguna. That's because of the elevation. Toasty out in the deserts, 90 in Borrego, and along the coastline, upper 60s to low 70s. Surf, it's changing a little bit, 2 to 3 feet with some 4-foot sets. We've got a high tide taking place at just before 3 o'clock at 2:50, coming from the low in the morning, and then the tide will drain again. Water temperature at 66 degrees. Forecast highs for tomorrow, significantly cooler as an area of low pressure to the north of us brings in much cooler air and cloudier conditions as we make our way towards Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll change even more. Even the deserts cool down into the low 80s. That's a live look from Mount Soledad towards Ocean Mission and Pacific Beach. A beautiful day at the coast. Sun broke out by mid-morning. We had plenty of sunshine. 71 in north. Are your winds at 5 miles per hour now. As we look at the temperatures up and down the region here, looking at this, you'd say, really, a storm's heading our way? At 61 in the Mammoth Lakes area, southern Sierra Nevada. You come back down along the coastline, Santa Barbara 77, 71 in Los Angeles, along with us here in San Diego and Phoenix at 78 degrees. This is the forecast for the moisture in the atmosphere on Tuesday morning early, and you can see that storm. We'll already start to see some light rain coming in, but by Tuesday morning, that's when it really comes through Southern California. Once it pulls on through, it heads into the Great Basin. We see drying on the backside of that by Wednesday and Thursday. The storm activity stays to the north of us as a weak ridge of high pressure builds in over the central Pacific, and that'll show up in this forecast model. Here's the low, Monday morning early. Once it gets down into central California, we start to see a stronger onshore flow. The marine layer will be relatively thick, so we could see some sprinkles here or there. And as we go overnight into Tuesday morning, that's when it really hits us here in Southern California. There's the ridge of high pressure that will eventually push this storm on out. This storm is being supported by the jet stream, so it'll move in and out relatively quickly. Cold air with it. We're talking about 1 to 3 feet of snow in the Sierra Nevada by the time this storm pulls out. The heaviest snow, obviously, at the higher elevations. And then eventually this high pressure pushes in along the west coast and keeps the storm track to the north of us, which will bring possibility of more rain and snow to Northern California. So Monday in the mid-morning, early afternoon, we see a few scattered showers moving through the region. It's not until we get into Tuesday is where this frontal boundary moves through, and this is going to continue to move on throughout the day on Tuesday into Wednesday. How much rain? Well, by the time the storm totally pulls through the region, anywhere from, say, a quarter of an inch to close to an inch across the county. So this is a pretty big winter-type storm. Your temperatures stay cool Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We start to warm up on Thursday and Friday. The bulk of the rain comes in on Tuesday. We'll still be below average temperature-wise Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but plenty of sunshine and some refreshing rain moving through the region. No snow for our mountains, maybe in the Big Bear Lake area above 8,000 feet. The deserts, nothing for you. Sunny and dry for the weekend.